All rise for the jury.
Okay, be seated. Your next witness.
Before I'm calling Officer Rodolfo.
Thank you. The witness stand is over here. Before you sit down, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have a seat. You're on your oath. Please state and spell your name for us.
Officer Michael Rodolfo, R-O-D-O-L-F-O.
Thank you. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Your name is Michael Rodolfo.
Correct.
Okay. And you're obviously a police officer. Who are you a police officer with, for the record?
Warren Police.
Okay. How long have you been with the Warren Police Department?
Around 4 years.
4 years? All right. And how long have you been a police officer in total?
9.
9. Where were you a police officer prior to Warren?
Macomb County Sheriff's Office.
Okay. So all the prior years were with the Sheriff's Office?
Correct.
Okay. Officer Rodolfo, I want to take you back to around the date of September 29th and September 30th. Obviously, you know why you're here, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Back on September 29th of 2024, were you working as a patrol officer for the City of Warren back on that date?
Yes, sir.
And when you're working as a patrol officer back on that date, did you have a partner?
Yes, sir.
All right. And who was that?
Officer James Burke.
Okay. How long had you been partners with James Burke prior to that date?
I would say around 2 years.
Okay. All right. So the two of you had gotten to know each other pretty well, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you were working that particular day with Officer Rodolfo, were you on patrol in an assigned area within the City of Warren?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what area of Warren were you assigned to patrol on that particular date?
It'd be David area.
Okay. Can you kind of just describe what David area is?
It's the southeast quarter.
Southeast quarter?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And is that in the area of Shaner Road and Grossbeck, 8 Mile, 9 Mile Road?
Yes, sir.
That area?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Back on that date, do you recall, well, let me ask you, prior to this crash occurring, where were you?
What do you mean?
What area were you at patrolling when this incident first started or occurred?
The start of what?
Okay. Well, do you remember what happened prior to the crash on your shift that night?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. When you were patrolling that particular night, tell us, just prior to the crash, what had happened. What were you doing?
Patrolling.
Okay. All right. And what were you, did anything of any, did you receive any runs? Did you, what were you doing?
Patrolling, and we received a flock notification.
You received a flock notification. Okay. And what is a flock notification?
It alerts us about,
Notification.
it alerts us of stolen vehicles, high priority vehicles, anything sort of in that manner.
Sure, okay. All right. And is this a camera system that's set up throughout the city of Warren?
Yes,
Okay. And it records license plates as they drive by the camera?
correct.
Okay. And so on that date, you recall receiving a flock hit notification?
Yes,
Okay. When you receive a flock hit and were you in your police vehicle at that point in time?
yes.
Right. And were you driving or were you the passenger in that vehicle at the time?
Passenger,
Right. And who was driving?
Officer James Burke.
As you are driving on patrol and you how do you physically receive a flock alert?
It comes up on the computer system we have.
Okay, all right. How did you first become aware of that flock hit, though? Was there a dispatch regarding the flock hit?
Usually when they come out, that there will be a dispatch.
Okay.
To block it as well.
All right. Do you recall the dispatch in this particular case?
Yes.
Okay. And what was that dispatch?
Be on the lookout for a stolen vehicle.
Okay. All right. And what other details about that stolen vehicle were given to you in that dispatch?
There are also 2 stolen guns in it.
Okay. You recall being made aware that there were 2 stolen guns taken with the vehicle at the time?
Correct.
Okay. All right. What else do you recall about that flock hit?
We also, after roll call, we had a discussion about.
Well, I'm not talking
Okay.
about roll call. I'm talking
Okay.
about the actual flock hit itself, okay?
Yeah.
All right. What other information was given just in the flock hit?
I believe that.
The dispatch. I'm sorry?
I'm not going to remember every detail the dispatch had.
Okay. All right. Okay. And so you received this flock dispatch. And so what did you do when you received that flock dispatch?
Headed towards the location.
Okay. Did you do any work on the computer to get any further information?
Yes.
Okay. So you were in the passenger seat of the vehicle.
Correct.
All right. And so was it one of your kind of primary responsibilities to work the computer as your partner was driving?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall, did you specifically go into the computer and look at information pertaining to this particular flock hit?
So I ran the vehicle in lean, which is obviously the law enforcement information network, to verify that it's stolen.
Okay.
I ran the vehicle in flock to get a picture of the vehicle in daylight so we know the exact color.
Okay. And what color was it?
If I remember correctly, it was like a darkish purple.
Okay. So a very
Black.
dark color, though?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And anything else, do you recall?
I ran the vehicle in clear.
Okay. All right. Stop right there, please. When you ran it through the law enforcement information network to confirm that it's stolen, can you just generally describe what is that for the jury?
It'll say the date and time that the vehicle was stolen and when it was entered.
Okay. When it was entered as stolen, when the report was entered as
Correct.
by the police agency?
Correct.
Okay. And do you recall when had that vehicle been reported stolen?
I believe it was the morning of, so the morning of the 29th.
The morning of the 29th, September 29th?
Correct.
Okay. And do you recall what time it was that you received that dispatch about the flock originally?
Around close to 5 a.m.
Okay, it was just before 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
All right, you don't know the exact time off the top of your head? Okay, very good. And so that would have been actually on the morning of September 30th, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. When you looked up that information, then what did you and Officer Burke do?
Head towards the location.
You headed towards the location. Okay. Do you recall where you were, on what road you were on, and what direction you were going at the time that you received that flock hit?
I believe
Dispatch.
we were on 9 Mile, just east of Van Dyke.
Okay. All right. And are you familiar with 9 Mile and Federal?
Yes.
Okay. Was that the area that you were in?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a school that you're familiar with that's at the corner of Federal and 9 Mile?
Lincoln.
Okay. That's a high school, is it?
I think
Or is
they
it a
have
middle
all-
school?
I think they have all three right there.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. And so, as you get this dispatch, what direction are you traveling at that point in time?
Eastbound.
Eastbound. All right. And would that be going down 9 Mile towards Shaner Road?
Correct.
And when you proceed to go, where are you going to?
Towards Shaner.
Okay. And how do you know that that's where you're going?
The flock hit was at Shaner and 10 Mile. Southbound Shaner at 10 Mile.
All right. Did you communicate with Officer Burke with regards to where you wanted to go?
I believe so. I'm sure I did.
Okay. All right. Do you recall whether Officer Burke said anything to you about where you were going to go?
I'm sure we discussed it, yes.
Okay. You don't know specifically, though?
It probably just get to the area.
Okay. All right. And why did you want to get to that area?
To stop criminals?
Okay. Okay. Were you going to look for that vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall when you looked up that photo of the flock vehicle, the stolen vehicle, did you look at the actual time stamp on the actual photograph?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall what time that was?
No, not from my memory.
Not from your memory, okay. Do you recall, was it sometime prior to you received the actual dispatch, though?
I think it's usually within 30 seconds.
Okay. Do you know whether it was in this particular case?
I'm sure it was.
Okay. All right. And so obviously, you're heading towards Shaner. What do you do as you're heading towards Shaner?
By me personally running the information on the computer.
You're on the computer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Trying to just gather information at that point?
As much information as I can about the
Okay.
vehicle.
All right. And do you recall when you start down 9 Mile Road, did you have any lights and sirens activated?
I don't believe so.
Okay. When you are going down 9 Mile Road, were you looking at the speedometer of the vehicle at all?
Never.
Okay. You were focused on the computer and gathering information at that point, were you?
Yeah, and I trusted driving, so.
Okay. All right. When, after you go down 9 Mile Road, what happens?
Continue till Shaner.
Okay. Continued all the way to Shaner.
Yep.
All right. And what did you do then?
Went southbound on Shaner.
Okay. Are you asking me or do you know?
Yeah, I mean, we were looking for the car in the area of
Okay.
Shaner 9 Mile.
Okay, right. And so when you got to Shaner, where did you go?
If I recall correctly, we started going southbound. At one point, went back northbound for a second, and then turned back southbound and continued southbound.
All right. And so did you do several U-turns then?
I believe 2, I guess that would make it 2.
Okay. And do you know why did you do those U-turns?
We're probably discussing exactly where the vehicle might be.
All right. So I don't want you to guess, okay, and say,
Well, I'm not
you
gonna
know, you say
recall it.
probably, okay. I want you to, if you can instruct the witness to only testify to what he actually knows, Your Honor.
If you can't answer the question, let the prosecutor know.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So, do you recall what the discussion was between you and Officer Burke as you're doing these U-turns?
No.
No. Okay. And prior to, okay, so you get to Shaner. Eventually, you end up going southbound on Shaner.
Correct.
As you go, and that was from 9 Mile Road, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Where is Groesbeck and Shaner in relationship to 9 Mile and Shaner?
Groesbeck and Shaner is north of 9 and Shaner.
Okay. All right. And where is 10 Mile and Shaner in relation for the record?
North of Groesbeck.
North of Groesbeck. Okay. And so as you are going southbound on Shaner, what are you doing?
Either in the computer or I believe at that time I was observed the taillights of the vehicle.
Okay. You observed the taillights of a vehicle?
Of the vehicle, of the Jeep.
Oh, okay. And where were you at exactly when you observed that?
Just north of Toepfer.
Okay. So you're going southbound Shaner, and you're just north of Toepfer, and it's your testimony that you saw taillights of a vehicle.
Correct.
And how far away were these taillights?
Couldn't say for sure.
Ballpark it.
Maybe a half a mile.
From a half a mile away. Okay. And at that point in time, at about just before 5 a.m., what was the lighting like at that time?
Dim lidded.
Dim lidded?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit of the sun starts coming up a little bit.
And were the street lights still on though?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall this vehicle that you saw taillights for? Were there any vehicles in between you? Well, what direction was that vehicle going?
Southbound.
Southbound. Okay. And were there any vehicles between you and that vehicle you saw the taillights for?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
I don't think so because I saw the taillights, so
Okay.
I would say no.
All right. When, so after that, did you continue down southbound Shaner?
Correct.
All right. And did you pass Toepfer going southbound Shaner?
Yes.
Okay, can you recall that?
Yes.
All right. Once you get south,
I think so, because I saw the taillights, so
okay.
I would say no.
All right. When, so after that, did you continue down southbound Shaner?
Correct.
All right. And did you pass Toepfer going southbound Shaner?
Yes.
Okay, can you recall that?
Yes.
All right. Once you get southbound of south of Toepfer, tell us what happened.
I don't remember much after that.
Okay. And was that because that was when the crash occurred shortly after you passed Toepfer?
Correct.
All right. So you only know what you've been told at this point about that?
Afterwards, yes.
Okay. All right. And what's the next thing you remember?
I woke up for a second, told one of my coworkers that I think my leg was broken. And then I asked him to take my vest off so it wouldn't get cut off by EMS. And then I woke up in the hospital.
Okay. All right. When you woke up in the hospital, can you tell us how long were you in the hospital for, sir?
15 days.
Okay. Can you describe for the jury what your injuries consisted of?
Sure. I broke my ankle. I broke my femur. I broke my femoral neck, which is connected to the femur, kind of goes into the hip. 10 ribs, my right arm. Tore my PCL slightly in my right leg. Had a torn ligament in my left hand. Broke my humerus. And I have a little bit of nerve damage in my hand.
Okay.
My right hand.
Okay. How are you doing today?
I feel wonderful.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm very glad to hear that. When these injuries occurred, were you out of work for a period of time?
Yes.
Okay. How long were you out of work for?
Was out of work for a year. Came back for about 2 days. Then I had to get surgery on my ankle again. So and then off for another 6 months. So about a year and a half.
Right. Okay. And that was, just so the record is clear, that was your right ankle and right femur?
Left ankle.
Left ankle. I'm sorry, left ankle.
Left ankle, left femur.
Left femur.
Yeah. Everything that's left side besides my arm.
Okay. All right. So it was your right humerus.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Back on that particular date, were you aware of the policy of the Warren Police Department that was placed into the pursuit policy with regards to flock hits?
Yes.
Okay. And how did you initially become aware of that policy?
We have to read it and sign it.
Okay. Do you have a system within the police department that you have to go into in order to review that and sign off that you have reviewed it?
Yes.
Okay. And you did that?
Correct.
Okay. Did you do that at on some date prior to the crash?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. back on that date, your particular patrol vehicle, was it equipped with emergency lights and sirens?
Yes.
Okay. It was a fully marked police vehicle, if you will, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And all of those emergency lights, sirens, and everything were working and functioning properly to the best of your knowledge, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And in fact, before your shift, did you do anything to inspect those and make sure they work?
Yes.
Okay. Do you do that before every shift before you leave the station
Yes.
on patrol? Okay. When one second. That particular vehicle, is it also equipped with an in-car police dash camera?
Yes.
All right. And does that camera film basically what's in front of the camera out of the windshield of the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. There's also, I think, a camera for the rear seat of the vehicle. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And to your knowledge, was that working properly at the time?
Yes.
Okay. Have you had a chance to review that video?
I mean, I've seen it on TV and
You've seen it on TV.
I
Okay.
reviewed it once, yeah.
All right. Okay. Also at that time, were you and Officer Burke equipped with body-worn cameras?
Yes.
Okay. And that's department policy to wear those?
Correct.
Okay. On that date, were you then wearing your body camera?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall, was before you went on your shift and before this incident occurred, were you aware that Officer Burke was wearing his body-worn camera?
Yes.
All right. Okay. One second. I'm going to show you Officer Rodolfo, at any point in time, have you reviewed any other video besides any what you've seen on TV in terms of, dash cam video, things of that nature?
No.
Have you reviewed any other video from any businesses in the area?
No.
No. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you People's Exhibit number 2. Just been admitted already. Okay. I brought up on the screen just and paused it briefly. People's Exhibit number 2. Do you recognize this, sir? This area?
It looks like the gas station on Shaner.
Okay. All right. And do you know what that intersection would be?
I believe that's Toepfer.
Toepfer? Okay. All right. And I'm gonna play it. it just for a second at 4:44:28 on the timestamp at the top of the video. Okay. Is that your vehicle with Officer Burke?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And can you tell us the road that you're on at this point?
That would be Shaner.
That would be Shaner southbound?
Correct.
Okay. And do you recall how far past Toepfer is it that the crash occurred?
3 streets south, maybe.
I want to ask you, do you recall driving by that marathon station on that particular day?
No.
No. But that is the area you've testified that you say you saw taillights, correct?
Correct.
Wanna- Go back to the beginning of the video. Okay, and I'm playing it. I want to pause it here just for a second. Okay, are you able to see that video on the screen, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see that vehicle and the color of that vehicle on the video?
Looks silver.
Okay. Okay. Do you see this vehicle, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us can you tell what color that vehicle is?
It's dark colored.
Dark colored. Okay. Was that an SUV?
It's hard to tell if you want to go back.
Play it again.
Hard to tell from what?
It's hard to tell if you could go back.
Sure. We'll play it again.
Sedan, possibly.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Officer Rodolfo, what is the speed limit on Shaner from Toepfer to Prospect? Do you know?
I believe 35.
All right. Thank you. I'm sorry.
You all set? Okay. Pause.
Your Honor, I would move for the admission of Officer Burke and Officer Rodolfo's in-car camera.
All right, is it marked?
I'm sorry. I thought I did. But I guess I didn't actually do that. I'm sorry. No. It stipulated to it, so I just kind of
So what number?
Judge.
What number was it?
Right.
Sorry.
I had them marked as People's Exhibit 13, and 13 is the in-car video, Your Honor, and People's Exhibit 14 was the body worn camera.
And 14 was the what part?
The body worn, Officer Burke's body worn camera.
Okay,
Correct.
you're admitted.
Thank you.
Officer Burke's body worn camera or Officer Rodolfo's?
Burke's.
Did you move to admit Officer Rodolfo's?
No, I did not. But by stipulation, I have no objection to that.
Okay, so we need a third.
But, yeah. And I can, just for simplicity's sake, if you want to keep it in order, I could do that.
What we were trying to do, Judge, is if the people are going to exhibit, keep it on their exhibit list, so that way we're
I don't
not
have a problem with that.
mismatching.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
fine.
I don't have an issue with it. So we have 13 is the in-car video, 14 is Officer Burke's body cam.
Correct. And 15 will be Rodolfo's.
Okay, body cam, correct?
Correct.
Okay, they are admitted.
And then we would further move to admit what would be Defense Exhibit A, which has been provided to the prosecution, which is a video that shows locations at the time of the flock hit and times and speeds. That I don't believe there's any objection to that being admitted after discussions with the prosecution.
Have you seen it?
Okay, just a moment, Judge.
Sure.
So we would move to admit Defense Exhibit A.
Is there an objection to that?
1 second, Judge.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask if we can kind of sidebar maybe.
Okay.
Yes, no objection, Your Honor.
Okay, it's admitted. Proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And again, we're just going for a short while longer. You're still under oath, officer, and we know when there's a good breaking point in the next half hour.
Yep, very well, Your Honor. Thank you. Good afternoon, good evening, officer.
Good afternoon.
So let's talk about the briefing that you had prior, or at the start of your shift on the 29th at 8 p.m. at headquarters. Do you recall what the focus of the briefing was?
About a beanie crew.
And has that been a crew that has been suspected of a lot of crimes in Warren and specifically in your district?
Yes,
And that's the David area?
correct.
Is that the highest crime area in the city?
Yes,
Was that your standard beat?
yes.
Or for how long was the David area your primary area of patrol?
Around 2 years.
Okay, so you know it very well?
Yes,
And I think you testified that Officer Burke was your partner for that same length of time?
correct.
Safe to say that he would be as familiar with the area as you are?
Yes,
Do you have a choice of partner?
yes. We choose.
And did you choose Officer Burke?
Yes.
Who typically drives when you're in a two-man patrol?
You can pick who drives.
And what was the standard practice with you and Officer Burke?
I guess we both chose him to drive.
Okay, why did you choose him to drive?
I'm going to object to relevance.
Overruled.
He's a better driver than I am.
Have you ever had any concerns in the 2 years with Officer Burke's driving?
Never. He's one of the best, if not the best, on our shift.
Is that something that's discussed at the department?
On our shift, we talk about it.
Have you had occasion, obviously, you know the incident that we're here in court for. Have you had occasion in your time as a police officer, I believe 9 years total,
Correct.
to significantly exceed the speed limit?
Yes, sir.
Have you been with other officers, or have you witnessed other officers that that would exceed the speed limit under certain circumstances?
Yes, sir.
Significantly exceed the speed limit?
Yes, sir. Myself included.
Driving 80 miles an hour,
Absolutely.
90,
Yes.
over 100 miles an hour?
Typically, I try to stay under.
Typically try to stay under, okay. And you've had significant training in terms of driving safely?
Yes, sir.
The vehicle that you had, this Ford Explorer, do you know what pursuit rated means?
It's usually, I believe it has better suspension, better engine for pursuits.
Better than a showroom Ford Explorer that would be sold to citizens?
Correct.
Okay. And was this police vehicle so equipped?
Yes.
Do you recall where you were when you received your first flock hit?
I believe it was, we were turning on a 9 mile from Van Dyke. So,
Okay. And you're familiar, like, if you turn and look at the display here, it's a little larger than the one at the witness stand.
Yes.
Which one would you be more comfortable looking at in order to educate the jury on streets that are shown on this map that does not have if it has the street names, it's too small to read?
No, it doesn't.
Are you familiar with at least the main arteries on this image?
Yeah. Yes.
Have you had a chance to review Defense Exhibit A, which is what's displayed right now?
Have I reviewed this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What I'd like you to do, with the court's permission, I would publish and play. What I would like to do, may I first witness?
Go ahead, yes.
So as this plays, it starts at 4:56, which I believe has been the testimony as the first flock hit. Okay?
Okay.
There's going to be a video window on this exhibit that shows the in-car camera. Okay? This is a 2-minute video. I'm going to play it a couple of times. For the first run, what I would ask you to do, officer, is to narrate, because there's no sound. You'll see an image for where your vehicle was. It's also going to show your speed,
Okay.
and it's going to show it in a blue.
I'm sorry, I have to object,
Okay, go ahead.
because it's not proper to just allow the witness to narrate.
Okay. Why don't you show it and then ask them questions, as opposed to tell them what it's going to be?
I didn't give any detail. I just said what I wanted him to focus on during the playing of it.
Well, I don't know if it requires that or not. So why don't you start it, and then you can go back if it's confusing.
So, officer, what I'd like you to do as we hit play is to just focus on everything that appears in the video except the actual in-car video, because we're going to play that later, and I just want to focus on the movement, okay?
Okay.
So we've played, that's the conclusion of the first playing. I'll play it again. And once your vehicle icon appears, I'd like you to just tell the jury where that is.
Okay.
So you can pause it there.
That would be a 9 mile, just east of Van Dyke.
9 Mile just east of,
Van Dyke,
and as you start moving, what direction are you heading?
eastbound,
On 9 Mile?
correct.
You hit play. We're going the speed limit here. Is that correct?
Correct.
And stop it there. You've increased, or Officer Burke has increased speed. Are you, without looking at the speedometer, are you conscious of the increase in speed?
Yeah,
Do you know what would have prompted that?
the flock hit.
Okay. Good play. Stop it there. Is that typical in terms of traffic volume at about 5 o'clock in the morning?
Almost no cars? Yes.
Okay. What's the large intersection that you're approaching now?
We just went through Hoover.
Through what?
We just went through Hoover.
Okay. Good play. Pause it there. Did you notice there were maybe 2 or 3 cars that had passed by? Is it?
Judge, if I could just ask him to answer
Yes,
verbally.
sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Apologies. As the vehicles approached, it looks like your vehicle moved right, either into the right lane or over the center line. Is that trained, or do you know why that would have been done?
Usually, in case something were to happen to the vehicle, like if, you know, a tire pops or something, you have more area to take control of the car.
Okay. Ready, hit play. All right, pause it here. So it looks like there's a decrease in speed that's occurring right now. And what intersection are we approaching with this traffic light?
Grossbeck,
Grossbeck?
correct.
And that kind of runs diagonal?
Yes,
9 Mile runs east to west.
correct.
All right, hit play. And hit pause there. It looks like you got to about 9 miles an hour as you went through that intersection.
Yes.
Okay, hit play. Okay, just pause it there. You made a turn, or at least Officer Burke made a turn, your vehicle made a turn. What road are you on and what direction are you heading?
This is south on Shaner.
South on Shaner from 9 Mile?
Correct.
Hit play, please. know what is causing this change in direction?
Discussion of whether the car may or may not have passed 9 Mile.
Meaning you already passed through the intersection that you turned?
Correct.
Okay. And, but that, I mean, you might not remember exactly what you said, but that was what was discussed?
Correct.
Okay, good play. And now, pause it here. Now, what direction are we going? And what intersection is that you're approaching?
This is northbound on Shaner, approaching 9 Mile.
Good play. Pause it here. Same question regarding, it looks like you're doing a second U-turn.
Correct.
What was the purpose of that?
Same discussion.
So now you believe you were going in the right direction the first time?
Correct.
And pause it here. Officer, at what point you testified to the prosecutor that a vehicle that you believed to be the target Jeep,
Correct.
what was that based on?
Taillights.
From what distance?
Approximately half mile.
All right, and that's a, I think the prosecutor used the term ballpark, that's a ballpark figure, correct?
Correct.
How's your eyesight?
2010.
So what's that, 20 feet appears to you to be 10 feet?
What people see at 10 feet, I can see at 20.
Okay, you said the same
Better,
thing?
yes.
Okay. Did you base your identification of Jeep taillights from the shape of the vehicle or the lights themselves?
The lights themselves.
Okay. Now, is that discussed with Officer Burke?
Yes.
Because we see a significant increase in speed.
Yes.
Okay, hit play. All right, now what I'd like to do, that's the conclusion of the second plane of Defense Exhibit A. I would like to publish and play People's Exhibit. (13), the in-car video, and you did testify that you've reviewed this.
Yes.
Again, there's no sound, so before I play this, in Defense Exhibit A, the video appeared a little jerky because it was an image from every second. And obviously, in a true video, there's probably hundreds of frames per second.
Correct.
Okay, so this is the same video without those interruptions. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And so you're on 9 Mile heading east, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Have you received the flock kit yet?
I believe if I recall correctly, I received it and I was checking and letting Officer Burke know.
Okay, and if we could pause it right here. Looks like it is paused. The information that's contained here, do you know what, so that's your name?
Correct.
Do you know that person?
I don't think that is a person that works with us.
Okay, any reason to know why that's there? But you've reviewed this? This is your in-car video from that night?
Yes.
This is the video from the vehicle you were in?
Yes.
What is this, what's this information over here?
The speed of the vehicle through the GPS.
and there's a date timestamp on the top right.
Correct.
And for the record, the miles per hour is shown in the top left of the video.
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry.
Pause it here. Which intersection is this?
Grossbeck.
And 9 Mile.
Correct.
And you're still heading east.
Correct.
Play. Oh, and just pause it. You don't need to bring it back, but as you go through the intersection, when you have a 2-man patrol, is there communication between you and the driver in terms of, as you go through what's obviously a red light, to communication where one of you is looking in a certain direction to see if it's safe and another is looking in a different direction?
Yes.
So describe that process for the jury.
Driver would usually look left, passenger looks right. They clear, obviously, check to make sure no vehicles are coming from the left. I check to make sure no vehicles are coming from the right. And then we clear the intersection, that way we can follow through.
And that's what happened then?
Yes.
Okay, continue. You're turning right on what street?
Shaner, southbound.
Southbound. Pause it there. So is the speed 0, basically stopped, correct?
Correct.
And we do have some traffic.
Yes.
Continue. So we made a U-turn, we're heading, is this north now?
Northbound through 9 Mile on Shaner.
And you can pause it there again. Is the decision to turn around because you don't see the target vehicle? And that makes you change your mind about where it might be in relation to you?
Correct.
Okay, continue. Were you aware of this as it was occurring?
Not really, no.
Do you have memory of it right now?
No.
Did you, at any point, not from the video, but from your own memory, did you remember seeing this Dodge Durango?
I saw white.
You saw white?
That was it, yes.
Okay. All right, we can stop that there. One more. May we approach?
Yes. I did receive a letter from a juror indicating that the time for this trial is too much. Unfortunately, I did explain twice the time frame needed for this trial. I know this is an inconvenience for everybody. I fully understand it. We can't just give up and stop. I can't do that. We have to keep going. And I need all my jurors. So I apologize for that. I indicated if there was someone who's in a hospital, that's something I can consider, but I let one juror go because this is too much of an inconvenience. Everybody's got to go, and we cannot redo this because obviously everybody in this room, it's super important too. So I need all of you back, and I know it's an inconvenience, and I respect that. This is part of our system of self-government, as I indicated before. If I have a dispute, if you have a dispute, if anybody here has a dispute that they cannot resolve on their own, that's what our jury's for. And that's a sacrifice we make to live in this country. So I apologize, but I need you. So with that, we're going to come back at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Thank you.
All rise for the jury.